The movie starts by showing a pretty girl. Her head is adorned with horns and she also has wings. Her name is Maleficent and she is a cute fairy. She lives in a magical forest and has never seen the outer world or humans before. Yet, she is happy in her forest as this beautiful place is her everything. One day, while Maleficent is wandering through the forest, she sees a small boy. He appears to be her age, so she asks him, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" The boy tells Maleficent, "I live in a nearby kingdom. I saw a diamond here and picked it up." Maleficent takes the diamond back from him and says, "Let me take you back to your kingdom." The boy replies, "Okay, I will go, but will you be my friend? And if I come back to this forest, can I play here?" Maleficent responds, "This is a magical forest and it's not good for you to come here. But let's see." With that, they shake hands. Suddenly, Maleficent feels a current, a sensation caused by the boy's iron ring. She tells him, "Iron burns fairies, so don't come here while wearing it." After this, we see the boy return to his kingdom. The kingdom from which the boy comes wants to occupy the magical forest. The next day, the boy returns to the forest and becomes a very good friend of Maleficent. They play together and many years pass like this. The boy continues to visit the forest and play with Maleficent. Now they have grown older. Both are 16 years old and start to develop feelings for each other. Maleficent begins to think that humans are not the enemies of fairies. One day, while Maleficent is sitting in her forest, she sees the king of another kingdom arriving with a large army and horses to occupy the forest. Maleficent, being the fairy of her forest, knows how to protect it. She stands up to confront them. She is more powerful than any army and says to the king, "You cannot enter my forest." The king replies, "I didn't ask for your permission," and orders his army, "I want her dead." The king's army moves toward the forest, but strange creatures from the forest, riding on horses, attack them. The king and his army are badly injured, and all the humans flee in fear, realizing that the magical forest is too powerful to fight. The king returns to his kingdom. The king is old and weak. He gathers all the people and says, "You all know there is a lot of treasure in that forest. From the beginning I have told you that we will occupy it. But because of my condition, I don't believe I can go there and fight. However, I promise you this, whoever kills Maleficent, I will marry my daughter to him." Then a boy steps forward from the crowd. He says, "I will go there." This boy is Stefan, the same boy who used to play with Maleficent. Now we see Stefan going to meet Maleficent. After many years he returns and Maleficent asks him, "Where were you all these years? Didn't you think about our friendship?" He replies, "Please forgive me. I was busy, but I didn't forget you. I've come here to warn you that our king wants to kill you. Please take care of yourself. I am here for your protection." Maleficent believes him. However, Stefan secretly drugs her water, causing her to faint. After she loses consciousness, Stefan picks up a knife and is about to kill her, but he hesitates and fails to do so. The next morning, when Maleficent wakes up, she discovers that her wings are gone. She sees the wounds where her wings used to be and can't believe her eyes. She starts screaming and weeping, devastated by the loss of her beautiful wings. Now she is no longer a fairy with wings. On the other side, Stefan arrives at the king's palace with Maleficent's wings. He says, "See, I have fulfilled the promise I made to you." The king is pleased with him and, while accepting the wings, declares Stefan the new king of the kingdom. Stefan's dream of becoming king is now complete. Meanwhile, Maleficent is shown in the forest, deeply saddened because she can no longer fly. As she walks through the forest, she sees a hunter about to kill a crow. Unable to bear this, she uses her magic to transform the crow into a human. The hunter, terrified, runs away. The transformed crow approaches her and says, "Thank you. But why did you do this?" Maleficent replies, "I couldn't help it. My heart felt sympathy for you." The crow, now a human, says, "Now I will serve you for the rest of my life. I will obey whatever you say." She names him Dyaval. Dyaval begins to gather information for her, and Maleficent learns that Stefan stole her wings to become king. This betrayal fills her with hatred for humans. Meanwhile, Stefan marries the king's daughter, and they have a child. A grand celebration is held in the kingdom to mark the birth of their daughter. Seizing the opportunity, Maleficent arrives at the celebration. She approaches the baby and casts a curse, saying, "You will grow up to be beautiful and loved. But on your 16th birthday, a needle will prick your hand and you will die." Hearing this, Stefan pleads with her, "Please don't do this. Why are you taking revenge on my daughter?" Maleficent replies, "I was also innocent and remember what you did to me?" However, there is still a hint of sympathy in Maleficent's heart. She adds, there is a solution. If your daughter receives a true love's kiss on her 16th birthday, the curse can be broken and her life will be saved. Stefan becomes deeply worried. He calls upon 3 small fairies and instructs them, take my daughter far away from here. Do not bring her back until she turns 16. Otherwise, the curse will come true. After this, Stefan attempts to attack the forest, but he fails. Maleficent has used her powers to create a protective barrier around the forest, making it impossible for any human to enter. Then we see the princess, Stefan's daughter, whose name is Aurora. The 3 fairies take her far away, but Maleficent still knows where she is living. Maleficent initially tries to scare her, but the little baby girl starts smiling instead. Over time, Maleficent's heart begins to soften for her. The 3 fairies tasked with taking care of Princess Aurora are often careless, and Maleficent ends up saving Aurora's life multiple times. Sometimes she saves her from falling off a mountain, and other times from dangerous situations involving trees. As time passes, Princess Aurora grows older. She is now 15 years old and has never seen the outside world. She is curious and wonders, what is out there? One day while walking around, she senses someone nearby. She says, if there is someone here, come out. I have many questions to ask. Maleficent, who has been watching over her, steps forward. When Aurora sees her, she exclaims, you are the one who has taken care of me since I was a child. Why didn't you show yourself before? You are my godmother. I recognize you. And that crow with you, I like him too. Maleficent is surprised by Aurora's reaction and feels a sense of happiness inside. She begins to develop a deep affection for Aurora and no longer wants the curse she placed on her to come true. Over time, they form a strong bond, living together, playing and talking like a mother and daughter. One night, while Princess Aurora is sleeping, Maleficent tries to undo the curse using her powers. However, she realizes that a curse cast many years ago cannot be reversed, especially when the time for it to be fulfilled is near. This worries Maleficent deeply as Aurora's 16th birthday is approaching. She prays that Aurora may soon find her true love so that the curse can break. After this, we see Princess Aurora and Maleficent talking in the forest one morning. Princess Aurora asks Maleficent, where are your wings? All fairies have wings. Maleficent replies, I also had wings but a human stole them from me. I was happy with them. I used to fly high in the sky and I miss my wings. As she speaks, Maleficent is on the verge of tears. Princess Aurora comforts her and says, don't worry. Tomorrow is my 16th birthday, and I will ask my parents for permission to come live with you. However, Maleficent knows this isn't possible unless Aurora finds her true love. As Princess Aurora heads back home, she meets a handsome boy along the way. He is around her age and they instantly feel a connection. After this brief encounter, Princess Aurora returns home and tells the 3 fairies, I want to leave this place. I want to go live with Maleficent far from here. The fairies become suspicious, thinking she might already know the truth. On her 16th birthday, the 3 fairies finally reveal the truth to her. They explain what happened and warn her about an evil fairy who wants to harm her. They tell her, that fairy is none other than Maleficent. Hearing this, Princess Aurora is shocked and refuses to believe it. Heartbroken, she goes to Maleficent and asks, is it true? What I've heard, is it true? Maleficent responds with love. Yes, it is true. I did curse you but my heart has changed. I did it because of your father and now I don't want you to die. I care for you deeply. Despite Maleficent's explanation, Princess Aurora becomes upset and runs away from her. Princess Aurora runs toward the kingdom. When she arrives, she hugs her father, King Stefan, and says, Father, I missed you so much. King Stefan becomes furious with the 3 fairies. He shouts, I told you to bring Aurora back only after her 16th birthday had passed. He orders his army to lock her in a room, ensuring there is nothing dangerous around her and no one is allowed to enter. However, the king cannot stop the curse. As Princess Aurora's 16th birthday arrives, the curse takes effect. She is drawn to a place where spinning pins with needles are present. Compelled by the curse, she touches one of the needles and immediately faints, falling into a deep sleep. The king is devastated, knowing his daughter may never wake up. Maleficent too feels immense sadness. She remembers the boy Princess Aurora met on her way and thinks, maybe if he meets her, she will wake up. Maleficent brings the boy to the place where Princess Aurora is sleeping. Meanwhile, the fairies suggest to the king, you are Princess Aurora's father. Kiss her forehead, maybe she will wake up. Perhaps you are her true love. King Stefan replies, no, I can never be someone's true love. I deceived Maleficent, and that's why this is happening. When Maleficent brings the boy to Princess Aurora, he kisses her but she does not wake up. Seeing this, Maleficent begins to weep in despair. Maleficent says to Princess Aurora, "I will miss you so much. I will miss your smile. I can never forget you." While weeping, she kisses Aurora's forehead and is about to leave. But then she hears a voice from behind, "Stop, Godmother." It is Princess Aurora's voice. Yes, Maleficent is Princess Aurora's true love because she loves her from the heart. Maleficent is overjoyed to see her awake and well. Maleficent prepares to leave with Princess Aurora, but King Stefan's army throws an iron net over them. The iron burns Maleficent, leaving her helpless. In desperation, she transforms her crow, Diaval, into a dragon. The dragon breathes fire, burning everyone present and freeing Maleficent. However, King Stefan arrives with the remaining army members, wearing iron shields to attack Maleficent. Meanwhile, Princess Aurora notices Maleficent's wings, which are moving as if they know their owner is nearby. She releases the wings and they automatically reattach to Maleficent. With her wings restored, Maleficent flies into the air, lifting Stefan with her. She doesn't throw him down, but Stefan tries to attack her, causing both of them to nearly fall from the castle. Stefan grabs Maleficent's wings to stop her from flying, but as they are about to hit the ground, Maleficent spreads her wings and soars into the sky. Stefan falls to the ground and dies. The next morning, Maleficent removes all the magical boundaries she had placed around the forest. Flowers bloom again and the greenery returns. Maleficent tells Princess Aurora, "Now you are the queen of this forest." The kingdom and the forest are united, and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel.